radio. Shout it.
Give it to him raw. Putting that project together. Soulja Slim going in there and blacking out through a whole album, just going crazy. What was that like, putting that project together for Slim?
Slim, all of the artists that were on No Limit, right?
Mm-hmm.
They came up and then recorded some shit and got in the booth and went in. Slim can't, he just spazzed out. It's just that simple. You know, Slim always talked to himself in second person.
Mm-hmm.
Like he'll sit up there and talk to you about him and like he's somebody else. Yeah, see that nigga Slim? Boy, look, I'm telling you, ain't gonna be ready for that boy Slim. But he talk about himself. but the thing is, like when he come up there, Slim take from whatever happened on the streets to the record.
Oh my God.
It been like that ever since I was working with him before No Limit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, get out there, get in the streets. Some dumb shit happen. Funky beat, these niggas playing with me. Come on, man, I need to get up in and record.
What do you call you, bro?
Funky beat.
Bro.
And that's how it was, bro. And it just so happened that it's just like people just don't understand like certain things, you know. It's like the Move Bitch beat.
Mm-hmm.
That was DMX beat.
My God.
Rest in peace, DMX.
Rest in peace,
man.
DMX.
Yeah.
That was his beat.
Wow.
When Fiend signed for Rough Rider, I sent Fiend some beats up there. They said send some shit, some more shit. And Jadakiss heard a beat. And by that time we didn't have the internet. Mm-hmm. So we had to fly
Mm-hmm.
and FedEx files, you know what I'm saying?
It's
and
crazy.
so they heard the Jadakiss beat.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, you need to make some shit like this for X. That's when I did the Move Bitch beat.
Mm.
But back and forth with the Jadakiss stuff, he was at his deadline. So they were telling me to make changes and take this out and do this and do that and do that, which I didn't think, which I should have just sent the shit with all of it in and y'all take it out. But we just on the phone just going back and forth. Me, why, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so in the process, they said, send some shit for X. Make some shit like this for X. And I made fucking Move Bitch. And the thing about it was, by us going through the situation with Jadakiss, and it didn't make the record because the time he had to turn his album in.
Mm.
And I just didn't send a beat for them for the X shit.
You was just like, fuck it.
I was like, I just didn't send it because I was just so pissed because I missed Jada record.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget, Outkast was on tour and Luda was opening up for him.
Yeah, when we first met him.
When we first met him, he called me. Okay, I'm in town, boom, 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 want to get some beats from you, you know what I'm saying? So me and Moby drove from Baton Rouge to New Orleans, and I'll never forget, we met Luda at the trolley stop on St. Charles in a parking lot. You know, we gave him a beat of CDs. We listened to him like, cool, cool, cool. So, so while we listened to the beats, all you heard was, ba, 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 ba.
Niggas is dying.
Get up out of here. Man, look, man, I gotta go, man.
Yeah.
So Lou was like, man, I gotta get up out of here. Boom, 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 right? So Cuz said, man, just chill out, man. You gonna be good. You good. You with us. So, you know, we stayed for about a few minutes and we were like, nah, I gotta go. So I was like, all right, cool. So I gave him the CD. He called me the next day. The beat that I did for X.
Mm.
But the trip part about it was when I did it, when X passed on it, I gave it to Mystical, man. Boom. The beat. But they didn't have the hook on it, was just the beat.
Mm-hmm.
And they talked Mystical out of not doing it because of the success of the Pharrell record. They wanted to stay in that lane.
Mm.
And so when Luda called me and was like, I found a beat. Is this one open? It was that beat. And I'm like, yeah, it's open. He said, well, look, when I finish this tour, I'm going to come down there by you. Let alone, just think, we recorded Move Bitch in my house.
My God.
So, Luda came down. He knocked on the door. I let him in. He walked in there. He was like, oh, what's up? So I'm like, your girl them ain't coming? He's like, nah, man, I don't know them. They just gave me a ride from the airport. So we laid the record, right? And he was like, man, we got to get Mystical on this bitch. And it just, first thing, it hit me like he was meant to be on this record.
Yeah.
And it was Mystical idea that I-20 is on the record. From being lazy. Because Luda was like, well, what we going to do with the third verse? And Mystical was like, shit, don't you got one of your artists, man? This is a good record to break them on, which was good.
Yeah.
Which was good, but that was just Mystical being lazy. He didn't want to do a third verse. He didn't want to do another verse.
That wasn't fair, though.
Yeah.
Because them boys smoked them verses on it.
Right, and that was, I-20 went in on that bitch. But, and it just, that's how that record turned out. And the thing about it, it was the last song on his album to have a video. He did 5 videos off that album. I remember, I never forget, Shaka told me that when they did the album, they turned the whole album in clean. When they was on their first video, Move Bitch was at 2,500 spins a week. When they was on the first video, and this was the 5th video.
Damn.
They shot a video out here, huh? They flew out there to shoot a video.
Yes, they did at the Bounce.
At the Bounce. At the Bounce, because that song was going crazy as hell in them clubs. And that was during that crunk era, too. So,
Right.
I mean, that song was crunk as hell.
But up-tempo.
Exactly.
Crunk was always slow, but it was up-tempo crunk.
Exactly.